What's up, everybody? This is Rod Shadow. Welcome to another Crimson Artist YouTube video, and welcome to the fourth part in my ongoing series of Marvel Cinematic Universe films. I want to get prepared for Avengers Infinity War, and why not do that by reviewing each film, starting off with the first Iron Man. I already did that. The video's on my channel. Go check it out. I already covered The Incredible Hulk, the second Iron Man film, and Thor. Now I'm going to talk about Captain America, the First Avenger. It is directed by Joe Johnston, and it stars Chris Evans, Haley Atwell, Tommy Lee Jones, and Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull. Right off the bat, this is just a simple origin story of the first Avenger. Clearly, took place in World War II. He was part of a secret military experiment to create super soldiers, pretty much, and his ongoing battle to defeat the Red Skull and his growing army of Hydra troops, pretty much. It's a pretty simple origin story. But of course, like, how does this tie into the Avengers? I mean, this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Well, it starts off in present day. It shows the shipwreckage and shows a frozen Captain America. Well, mainly his shield, but you get the idea. He gets frozen over time, and if you haven't read the comics at this point, I think it's pretty clear that Captain America is a man of time. Literally, he gets frozen for 70 years, and in later films they sort of explore his time as a modern day guy rather than a World War II guy. In this film, he's World War II Steve. This is how he became the first Avenger, basically. It's pretty self-explanatory. It shows that he is the only guy that, despite his frail appearance at first, he has the heart of a soldier. He's good-willed. He will do whatever it takes. He hates bullies. And I really admire that. I like that, the fact that this guy just wants to do nothing but good in the world. And that's something I respect about this character. But unfortunately, the film does falter a bit. I love how they managed to recreate World War II in a way. They brought back the time period in a pretty successful way. In fact, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Indiana Jones. I mean, they do pull off some Indiana Jones references in this film. One might think that, hey, Indiana Jones might be connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, Lucasfilms is officially owned by Disney now, so who knows? But yeah, I love the setting. I love the performances. Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull, man. I couldn't imagine anyone else playing this role. He was clearly it was made for him. It's a shame that we don't get to see any more of him in later films, because I would really love to see Red Skull return in some way, shape, or form. But I don't know if we'll ever get that chance. I mean, Hugo Weaving, he himself is practically done with the Marvel Cinematic Universe anyway. And I wouldn't blame him, because considering these films did tend to get tiresome after time. But still, it would have been cool. Haley Atwell is fantastic as Peggy Carter. Tommy Lee Jones as the Colonel is fucking awesome, man. I mean, anything Tommy Lee Jones is in is always going to be he's always going to be the gem in any movie, and this one is no exception. He is that, he's just that, we acknowledge that he is that stereotypical Colonel, the toughest nails, hard-ass Colonel. even he accepts it, and we embrace it, and we enjoy it. Hell, I wouldn't mind if he is the ancestor of J. Jonah Jameson. Like, I would love to see him as J. Jonah Jameson in a future Spider-Man movie. That would be kind of interesting, you know? Like, my father was a war colonel or whatever. I mean, how else do you think J. Jonah Jameson acts the way he? I don't know. I'm kind of speculating at this point. I apologize. Um, the visuals are cool. The story is very good for what they've given us. And like I said, the performances are really, really well done. I buy Chris Evans' Captain America easily than I did with him as the Human Torch and I believe it was Tim Cook or Tim Story. Shit, am I mixing the CEO of Apple with the director of the Fantastic Four movies? Oh, jeez. Um, yeah, my biggest issue is this is something that I had a problem with Thor, and that is that they clearly had to rush things in order to make time for the Avengers because, like, they blow through this incredible montage of action sequences that I would love to see more of, you know, like, I mean, Captain America is the ultimate Avenger. He is a super soldier, right? I would love to see a full-blown action scene with him and the Howling Commandos doing crazy-ass missions and whatnot. There's like just one scene, and then the rest can be like a montage. But not the entire situation with him and the commandos in a montage. Like it just kind of it ruins it for me. That montage is the weakest link in this entire film. Honestly, they clearly should have added more. But of course, understandably so, they had to make time for Joss Whedon's The Avengers. I can't wait to talk about that. That's gonna be next week, man. I can't wait to talk about the first Avengers film. That's gonna be fun to talk about. But Captain America, it's definitely on the same playing field as Thor. There are some very emotional moments that take place, particularly the moment where Cap goes under, and I did kind of had I did tear up a little bit here and there, but other than that, I was like, okay, this could have been clearly a much better flick. If only they just had more time to develop the action and whatnot. That's my major gripe. I mean, like, the characters themselves are clearly well defined here. It's just, I wanted to see more action. I mean, this is World War II. This is a time for action, you know? But whatever. What's done is done. I can't change the past as much as I want to. But with that said, yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on Captain America: The First Avenger. Decent flick, but it doesn't hold up as well as I remembered it to be. If you liked it, please let me know if you still enjoyed The First Avenger. If you liked it better than The Winter Soldier, I can't wait to talk about that. Since I'm pretty much at the aside from the first Avengers, this is the final solo film in Phase 1. So let me know in the comments below which is your favorite film in the Phase 1 lineup, minus the Avengers. I would love to hear your thoughts. Which film stuck out the best for you? If you liked one or the other, let me know. I really would love to hear your guys' feedback and your comments. It's the comment section is generally a toxic place on YouTube, but it can be entertaining at times. I would love to hear what you guys think. All right, so thank you so much for watching or listening, and I am looking forward to giving you my thoughts on the first Avengers movie next week. Stay tuned.